Welcome back to Homestead Corner. Today I've got a $100 Prepper Pantry stock up haul from Walmart. If you think the world can't get any crazier, just wait and see. Things are progressively getting crazier and crazier all the time. All this stuff that's going on in the world right now, it is so important to make sure that your pantries are as full as possible. And normally I would tell you to make sure that you have lots of long-term food storage. But I don't think long-term is something we really have to be concerned with at this moment. We need to just make sure we have as much shelf-stable foods that we can in our pantries. We have to be ready because things can change on a dime, and it could be here, it can be anywhere. We need to be prepared for that. So today I was able to run into Walmart and I did a $100 stock up. Don't normally do big stock ups like this, but I wanted to get a few more things into the pantry. Just make sure everything is as full as possible. And so I did $100.26 was my total for this haul, and that includes the tax. There was a couple of things that were taxable, so I can't even remember all the stuff I bought. I get a little crazy sometimes. So I started off with 2 cases of water just to fill in and make sure our water storage is full as we can have it. We like to have the bottles. We refill them when we use them on a regular basis, but making sure we have plenty in the pantry is so important. Also 20 pounds of rice. I wanted to get more rice in the pantry because it's so versatile. You can use it for breakfast. You can make rice milk with it. You can, stretch out a soup or a casserole. So many different options for rice. Definitely a must-have in your pantry. Even if you eat low carb, in those times of need and when an emergency happens, you want to make sure you've got some carbs in there to help you with energy and making sure you're getting enough calories. So I'm going to start jumping into these bags for the rest of this haul because we got all kinds of stuff. The next thing I got was cultured buttermilk. This is a powdered buttermilk, and you can get this right at Walmart. Super easy to use, wonderful to have in your pantry for when you need your buttermilk biscuits or whatever kind of recipe you have that takes buttermilk. You can also add a little bit of vinegar, I believe, to your milk to make buttermilk, but this is nice and shelf stable. So I thought it would be great to add into the pantry. The next thing I got was 2 of these 42-ounce old-fashioned oats. We love old-fashioned oats for so many different things. We make breads and muffins, instant oatmeal breakfast type things, all sorts of stuff like that. There's so many options for that. Also, your oat milk, if you wanted to go that route. If you don't have access to fresh milk, oat milk is pretty good and it's really easy to make. And then I also grabbed a 28-ounce container of coconut oil. Coconut oil is one of those oils that's going to last longer in your pantry. Vegetable oil doesn't last a super long time, but olive oil, avocado oil, lard, coconut oil. I went with coconut oil today because the price of lard was so high. And of course, when I opened the back of the car, the lid this fell out and broke the lid, but that's okay. No problem because it's still sealed inside. And I'll just switch out the lid when I'm done with the other one. So not a big deal at all. That'll still work. Let's see. And then I found some of the flavors of Spam were on sale today, which I thought was great. The price was reduced to $2.92 per can, and a lot of the other cans were almost $4 for the regular Spam, and there were just some of the flavors. I grabbed the bacon because we really like this one with breakfast, and for our Hawaiian Spam, we really like it for that. And I grabbed 4 of those today because we like to have that on the shelf. Not something we eat every day, but wonderful because it's got a long shelf life on it. It's going to be just fine well past that Best By date. And this is great to mix up in tons of different casseroles, soups, just fry it. There's so many different ways to use it. We really love that. The next thing that I grabbed was a case of these like ramen noodles. I don't love the seasoning in here, but these noodles are wonderful to make lo mein and things like that. So we like to keep these on the shelf, and we don't really use the spice packets. Sometimes we do, but a lot of times we just use the noodles, and for 30 cents a pack or even less when you buy them by the case like this, they are wonderful to have on the shelf. They really can make a difference in your meals and beef it up. They're great to add into soups, anything like that. Those noodles are just wonderful. I like them for adding to other dishes. And I also grabbed a case of the chicken because, you know, one of each just in case. Sometimes I just buy all the same flavor because we don't use the seasoning packet too much. But once in a while, we like to mix it up. Make sure that if someone is going to eat it like that, they have at least a little variety. And then the next thing, don't forget your puppies when you're stocking up. Your cats, dogs, rabbits, birds, whatever you have for pets, your rats. Don't forget them when you're stocking up. We like to make sure we keep plenty of treats ahead. So we have tons of that. We do make some treats, but they really love these health bars. We break them up and give them to them little pieces at a time, and the dogs really love them. So we keep quite a few of those on hand. And these ones are pretty affordable. You get a pound of treats. I think they're $4.96 maybe, right around that at Walmart. So that's not bad really for dog treats. And then brown bread. We love this. Super easy. It's bread in a can. It's all made. You just open it, heat it up, toast it, whatever. Put some butter on it. I love this. It's about $3 a can at Walmart. And that's pretty much the only place I can find it anymore. And it's pretty limited. This was the only can they had besides the raisin one. And I'm not a fan of the raisin one, so I didn't get any of those. Just this one. And then also remember cleaning supplies. You're going to want to be able to clean everything. I love these scrubby pads, especially cooking on the fire. Your pans get covered in soot, and these work wonderful. We soak it a little bit and then it just wipes right off. We use a little scrubby on anything that sticks on the bottom. So we love these, and make sure you've got those cleaning supplies, because making sure everything is clean and you can stay healthy during emergency is really important. So we did grab 4 of those just to make sure we have our section for cleaning supplies nice and full. The next thing I grabbed was a little flat 6 cans of the tomato sauce. This makes life so easy. I grow tomatoes, but we only grow basically what we eat fresh because it takes so many tomatoes to can. I find I just hate canning tomatoes. I really don't like it. And the reason I don't have any vegetables here is we have been canning vegetables like crazy and making sure the pantry is full, but I don't buy all of them at the grocery store. Some we do because we can't grow them, but the ones that we can grow, we can and put them away and make sure we have loads of vegetables in the pantry. And I love the tomato products. I usually buy all of those just because once you cook it down, it takes so many tomatoes just to make 1 quart of sauce, really. It's crazy. I will can them if I have to, but right now I don't have to. And the next thing that we bought were egg noodles. I love egg noodles for all sorts of dishes. They're great in soups, great in casseroles. They're great with butter on them. So we keep a decent supply of egg noodles in the pantry. I wanted to make sure that slot was full as well. We've been using a few of those because they really help stretch out a meal. In this economy, we have to stretch our food budget as far as possible. So we are adding in a little bit of noodles here and there, a little bit of rice here and there, just to stretch things out and make sure that we're able to make ends meet and still get ahead on a couple of items for our family. The next thing I grabbed was a couple bags of all-purpose flour. These are only 5-pound bags, but that's the only size that our local store carries of the unbleached flour. You can get 20-pound sacks of the bleached flour and 2 pounds and all different sizes, but this stuff is only in 5-pound bags. I'm not sure why. Is it like that where you guys are? Let me know down in the comments, because I never see unbleached flour anywhere other than 5-pound bags. So we just grab a couple of those when we use a little bit of it and just get it back into the pantry. We want to make sure we've got plenty of flour, baking supplies, all of those things. So especially with this economy, and God knows where this is going, we want to make sure that we can make the things that we love to have. And last but definitely not least, I grabbed 4 boxes of fettuccine just to make sure we have a decent variety of noodles in the pantry. And we make a lot of like chicken Alfredo right out of the pantry. Keep Alfredo sauce in there, the noodles, canned chicken. It comes together super fast, really easy meals. And spaghetti noodles are good for so many different things. Again, if you don't want them long, you can break them up, use them like any other noodle. So that is it for my $100 pantry haul. I wanted to make sure that we are full as humanly possible with all this craziness in the world. It is sure to come here. We need to be ready for that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.